EI Point of View, the place where future teachers of English talk about those things they would have wanted but didn't have the chance to learn in the English teaching program.
This is a great chance for you to have an amazing time learning new things related to stress management, mental health, language learning and teaching, among others.
We hope you enjoy the experience. Let's begin!
Hello everybody, welcome to the first episode of the podcast The Fitness Teacher with me, Katherine. I hope you're doing fine and you're having a nice day and a nice week. To begin with, I am going to tell you a little bit about myself. I am currently studying in the 4th year of the English teaching program and I am really interested into physical activity. So, this podcast came from my two passions, sports and English. On this podcast, I'll be telling you about teaching techniques where we can use fun physical activities to develop the language. Today's episode will be about the integration of physical education into English classes and how to implement it so the comprehension of English as a second language can be more effective. The reason why using physical education specifically to improve the learning of a second language is based on TPR, Total Physical Response, and the CLIL, the Content and Language Learning, which is learning another subject through a foreign language or the other way around, learning a foreign language by studying another subject. In this case, we will include the subject physical education for complementing the acquisition of a language. So, in this episode, we are going to be learning a little bit about the background and the main reasons for using this technique. First, when talking about the integration of physical education in English classes, it is important to go to the origin of this method. One of the pioneers of using the movement and the body as a tool for learning is James Asher, who is a professor of psychology with studies in linguistics. And according to him, as the same way children learn their mother tongue when their parents are physically involved in transmitting the language, demonstrating and instructing with movements, to which the child responds by mirroring their actions. So this is what he called total physical response. And to sum up, the act of listening and responding has two main purposes. First, it is a way of quickly organizing meaning in the language being learned, and also is a way of passively learning the structure of the language itself. You need to know that TPR can be more beneficial when you teach young learners and beginners, but may be a little bit difficult to use it with adults because they maybe feel ashamed or embarrassed of actually doing things and moving around. There are many reasons why to use this approach. Pairing and relating movement with the language is closely associated with effective learning because it activates both sides of the brain, left and right. It works with both the small and large group, and is great for introverted students because no one is called upon individually. Also, it develops a student's listening skill first, so students are not required to speak until they are ready to do it, creating a kind of say-some that can lower the levels of stress. Students may appreciate more fun activities, and students with difficulties in learning in conventional classes will get a lot out of this method. A benefit for us as teachers is that there is no need for much preparation or material, so we can focus more on the progress of the class rather than planning it. This was all for now. I hope you have learned about the importance of this approach, especially if you are interested in working with young learners and exploring new fun and useful techniques for improving your classes.